Good morning, good evening, and good afternoon. Wow. What a day we had today with news regarding Battlefield 2042. So I woke up this morning and I thought, hey, read Twitter. We actually got some communication to the community. I thought it was a good thing. They did to say they're going to create the scoreboard. They're going to divide the teams, kill death ratio, VoIP, and player updates for their profile card, career stats, things like that. Hey, I thought it was great. But hell, when you think about it, it should have already been in the damn game. I mean, it's just ridiculous that I'm celebrating stuff that starts out in other FPS games in the damn beta. And this is supposed to be, quote, I'm moving my fingers, an official release. It's ridiculous. Now for the bad news, actually. I listened to the EA quarterly earnings call today on YouTube. And I actually learned a lot of information, things I didn't realize that puts into perspective how this game got so foobar. I didn't realize that Apex, this is all information I got from the call, Apex and FIFA are their bread and butter. Most retention of player counts and their biggest revenue to date. Battlefield only accounts their projection of 10% revenue for this year. Next year, only 5%. Those are numbers I didn't expect to hear, and I just think that's wild. It makes me think that EA saw the growth. They were looking at Apex. They looked at what Warzone did and the microtransactions and the skins and basically the customization of each character. I get that. From a business standpoint, I would try to do the same thing. They probably gave that information to DICE, said, hey, this is the platform we want. So DICE was probably already in a development of Battlefield. They re-engineered it. It was a mixed bag of crap because DICE is trying to please EA. But then again, I think the biggest blame, because I don't blame EA for trying to make money. It costs a ridiculous amount to get these games off the ground, running, and then make revenue. I mean, make sure you cover your risks. So with microtransactions, that helps cover the risk. I get that. I'm not upset about that. That's the way that games are today. Like it or hate it, it is what it is. But DICE, they're the developers. How in the hell did they fumble so bad? I mean, for the cheesy lines that we hear at the end of the game, that's not EA. That's DICE. And it makes me think a lot of the good developers are getting away from AAA games because of corporate pressure and money. Makes sense. I'm just not sure where we go from here because I love Battlefield. I started playing Battlefield, I think Bad Company. I played a little bit of 1942, but I can't really say that because I was in college. I loved Bad Company, love Bad Company 2. And if y'all remember, 1943 was fantastic, I thought. And that sold me on the franchise. And then obviously all the way up to Battle 5. And I went away. I played a lot of Apex, played a lot of Warzone, and I was really excited to actually get a new Battlefield game that's modern. I mean, finally. So I pre-ordered the game like everybody else, play the beta, and I get sitting there thinking there's no way this is going to be a finished game. No way. And everybody kept saying, True Hog, chill, they're going to fix it. I'm like, there's no way. There's just no way. There's too many broken things. And here we are, 70-something days later? And it's still broken as hell. There's no content. There's nothing to grind. It's just so disappointing. But when you go back and you follow the money and you look at it, basically it makes sense. The Battle Royales, Apex, Warzones, microtransactions, that's where the majority of players today are going. And EA's following that. It's just sad because I do want a really good multiplayer to do something besides Battle Royale. DICE and EA together totally fumbled this. It's ridiculous. I don't know how they're going to pull out of this, to be honest. We will find out. I'd like to hear what y'all think, your thoughts, because with the 5% number projection next year, I think they're going to do the bare minimum they got to do to contractually fulfill the customers that bought the game. Other than that, I don't see a whole lot. Skins, scoreboards, maybe a new map or two, things of that nature, but the core hardness of the game, I don't think it's going to change. Because follow the money. Tell me what y'all think in the comments. I'd love to hear it. And cheers. It's been a sad day for Battlefield. Unfortunately, that's how I feel. Thanks for watching. And catch me on streaming if you want to. It's True Hog. Or I'll catch you on the battlefield, maybe. Cheers.